What's up, you guys? This is Steven, and I'm back with another photo analysis. This time I'll be analyzing the album cover for Namie Amuro's album, Love and Hands. And for those of you who may not know, this is Namie's second greatest hits album. And for me, this cover, like when I first saw this cover, I was like, wow, this is a really good cover. But upon analyzing it, I'm like, oh, there's some issues with this cover. There's some things going on here. I mean, look at, let's see, Namie's neck, for instance. In this photo, it looks like she doesn't have much of a neck. Also, the coloring in this photo, like, you don't really see a lot of her arm, and it goes off the screen. And her body positioning it looks good until you really look at it. Then it's like, oh, it looks a bit like, you know, it's not totally in form. Like, it doesn't totally have its own form, if that makes sense. But what I'm trying to say with that comment is that, like, look at her torso. It looks weird. It looks like it's not in shape. Like, it doesn't have a set shape. It looks a bit awkward. It looks like it's been like the photo's been warped or tampered with or something. It's not the best look, you know. And what she's wearing is black, and the black is kind of fading into the background, which makes it look worse because it probably makes her look even more, you know, asymmetrical than she really is. And also, I don't understand where the purple stuff is coming from in this photo. It looks like some purple stuff is like, you know, gliding or running down the photo, but I don't really understand why that was. I like the half gloves that Namie is wearing. Well, the half glove that Namie is wearing. I'm not quite sure if she's wearing another set of half gloves or another half glove, but I'll assume she is. Her other hand's off the photo, so I don't know. I like the hair color in the photo. Her hair does look like it has split ends, a lot of split ends. So perhaps they could have like either worked that out in post-production, like Photoshop or something, or perhaps they could have just changed up her look, like, you know, the hair and makeup team, you know, the hair team could have just removed the split ends. Her eyes, I like her eyes in this photo. She has a, you know, her eyes, they seem to be looking towards something. I'm like, hey, what are you looking at? The lips, her lips look good, but I think her mouth should have been closed for this photo. Probably would have been a bit better. I'm not quite sure what the pole is doing in this photo. At first, when I very first saw this photo, I thought the pole was a sword. I don't know why. I thought Namie was holding a sword. I'm like, hey, that's pretty cool. And that probably would have been a cool photo, but that wasn't the photo in this photo shoot. So I don't understand where the pole is coming from. I will say that I like Namie's signature belt in this photo. You know, she's had this belt for a long time. I haven't seen it recently, but I've seen it through many phases of her career. So I'm like, hey, you know, this is like Namie's signature belt. You know, Batman has his utility belt. Namie has her raccoon charm bracelet belt. So that's pretty cool. I wonder if one day she might auction it off for charity or something. I wonder how much money she would get for it. It could be kind of like, you know, how Michael Jackson had his glove, his diamond glove, or diamond studded glove. You know, Namie has her, you know, her charm bracelet belt. with a raccoon tail right there. Let's see. There's some issues with this photo. Um, I will say that it's a good. The facial expression is pretty decent. The body positioning could have been better. Um, you know, the coloration in this photo. I think that the background could have been lighter, or either she could have been wearing a different set of clothes. But I like the clothes that she's wearing, so I'd say like make the background a little lighter so that we can see more of her clothes, so that she doesn't kind of fade into the background and make her body look really awkward. It looks really awkward, and you have to really concentrate to find out where her like shoulder begins or ends, and how her torso is, and that sort of stuff, which makes the photo look awkward. As well, the theme of this album is love enhanced. And part of the reason why this album is called Love Enhanced is because the songs on the album have been changed in a different way, because this is the greatest hits album. So the songs have been changed up in a different way. Some songs have major changes, some songs have minor changes, and a few songs are new. Like one song is new, or one or two songs are new. But how does this all factor into the theme of the album, Love Enhanced? Is anything about Namie really enhanced in this photo? Not in a good way. Nothing is. When I think of enhanced, I think of an addition that is good, a positive addition to something. And I don't think we've got that. Not within the whole photo. I don't think, her hair has been enhanced. The hair color is nice. But is there anything that has really been enhanced? I think, if anything, it's been the opposite of enhanced, downgraded. Overall, I think all the necessary things are in this photo in order to make it a good photo. I just think that the body positioning sort of ruins the photo overall. I mean, she has no neck. Her torso is like doing something that's really awkward looking, and I think that ultimately brings down this photo. Had she had a different body positioning and remembered more of her neck, she would have had a better photo. But it didn't work out this time. Upon analyzing this photo, it really didn't work out as well as it should have. Nothing about this really tells me love enhanced. Nothing about this is enhanced for me, except for maybe the hair. And even the hair is kind of like, the hair color is different, but even the hair has split ends, so is it really enhanced? Where's the enhancements? But hey, that's all I have to say. Overall, I think this photo has some issues with it. I think that overall the photo works barely, though. It barely works. But that's my opinion. What's your opinion? Feel free to give it to me. Feel free to comment. Feel free to subscribe. Feel free to give me a thumbs up. It's all greatly appreciated. Until the next video, adios and goodbye for now.